What is up guys, it's Solheim here, back again with another TBC Classic video. So today we're doing something fun and we are revisiting the topic of botting in TBC Classic, and what we are doing today is exposing some new types of bots that have been resurfacing. We are once again calling out Blizzard for not doing anything about the topic. And yeah, we're basically just going to check out some bots. So botting is a topic that I'm a huge fan of talking about, simply because, well, no matter how much you talk about it, no matter how much you talk about it publicly, or post about it on Twitter and Reddit and stuff, Blizzard keeps ignoring everything about it. They pretend like they don't know anything about the botting, or they pretend to not ban them at least, or they pretend to ban them, when in reality nothing is really happening. I guess I shouldn't say nothing, because something could be happening, but it takes a long time and it makes little to no impact. So basically what we're talking about today is the botting situation in TBC Classic. I recently returned to TBC Classic myself to prepare myself for Wrath of the Lich King, and I've gotten some requests to make a video on the current botting situation in the Burning Crusade. So let's just get right into it. I want to start this video off by doing a very simple /who search. So by doing a /who mana tombs, I'm specifically looking for rogues in mana tombs. I can find a couple of level 70 rogues on my server. That being said though, whenever I go to a more popular server, I do the same scan, but I'm doing it for mana tomb rogue specifically. We find 30 people, and just based on quick math, I think it's about 20 ungilded rogues, and many of them are level 70 or level 68. Also, whenever I'm whispering them or inviting them, a huge portion of them don't reply at all, and they don't accept or reject my group invite. They simply wait for it to expire. Another interesting thing is that when I do another scan for rogues in Hellfire Ramparts, I find a bunch of ungilded level 60 and 2 level 62 rogues in Hellfire Ramparts. Once again, no guild, and I've been trying to whisper them and invite them. Once again, they do not respond at all, and they don't respond to my group invite, they simply let it run out. So now that we are getting warmed up, we can start looking at the real botting situation in TBC Classic. So let's do a /who Mage level 58 to 60. By doing this on the right server, we can see there's 50 people found, level 58 to 60. We can also see that a huge chunk of them are currently in Auchindoun Crypt, and by scrolling down we can find the remainder being in Mana Tombs and also Terracar Forest. The people in Terracar Forest are probably either going to Mana Tombs or Auchindoun Crypt, as both those dungeons are in Terracar Forest. So all of these mages are many of them are currently botting, a lot of them are, and I wanna say, out of all of these people, everyone except one person is botting. If you are that person, comment down below. Now, what we can actually do is make this scan even more specific. So let's do a /who Mage Auchindoun level 58. By doing this, we once again find 50 people. There's probably more as well, but 50 is the cap. So there's probably going to be way more people. Wouldn't even be surprised if there's 100 of them really. But all of these level 58, there's like 5 or 6 people in one and the same guild. All of the other ones are ungilded. I tried to invite like 15 of these mages. Every single one of them simply let the invite expire. Not a single one rejected the invite upon they didn't click accept or decline. They simply let it expire. Took like 30 seconds or something for it to expire. So I tried to invite 15 of them. I'm only level 1 on this server. This is Gehenna's, by the way. So if you're playing on Gehenna's, you can try to put yourself outside Auchindoun Crypt and you will see a ton of these mages. That being said though, on my server there was 4 mages inside Auchindoun Crypt, and sometime throughout this video a 5th mage showed up as well, and out of those 5 mages I caught 4 of them outside Auchindoun Crypt whenever they were resetting the dungeon. They had very robotic movements, all of them spent the same amount of time outside the dungeon. They stepped out, stood there for 5 seconds, turned around, walked inside, and every single time they were all either in BOE or communal. So when it came to trinkets, they were using communal trinkets. When it came to weapons, they either had BOE or communal weapons, or in one scenario, no weapons at all, and basically it's a mix of communal gear and green BOE. Once again, I tried to invite all of the ones that were on my server this time. All of them let the invite run out, but that also means that they were not farming in a group. So what this means is that a level 58 mage in green gear walks inside Auchindoun crypts and walks outside after 12 minutes. Does that sound like a real player to you? If yes, then okay, good for you, mate. I don't think so, but either way though, I want to once again show this clip of what Blizzard says whenever they talk about botting, and whenever we or I am talking about botting and saying that I'm reporting a bot and it doesn't get banned. So whenever you ask Blizzard, why are you not banning the bots after I report them, this is their reply.
Well, what I will say is it's hard from a player perspective to see what actually happened. Like, you give this example of, like, I see this bot, I report this bot, nothing happened. And I go back and say to the people who are working on this, like, hey, they say they saw this bot and it came back and nothing happened. Like, what can you tell me about it? And they say, like, well, we did ban that bot. When you say it came back, like, why do you think it came back? Like, well, it has the same name. Well, we banned him, so that name became available. So then they made another bot and had the same name.
So yeah, basically what Blizzard wants you to believe is that whenever you report a bot, they ban that bot, and the bot remakes the same character with the same name. Like, even if that was possible, which it is not by the way, but even if it was, like, whenever you're getting banned, you can't log in to delete the character. You can take a necessary step to delete the character. While you're actually banned, you can do that, but why would a bot do that? Most of these bots already have throwaway names, and why would they associate themselves with the same name when that name has already been reported and banned? It doesn't make any sense at all, in my opinion, so this is a complete bullshit argument. It doesn't make any sense. Later in that same interview, Brian also talks about how they are banning thousands of bots every single day, and even while they're banning thousands of bots every single day, hundreds and possibly even thousands of mages are still botting inside the Auchindoun crypt, most likely using wall clips and wall hacks as well to hack through the walls and the ground. We have seen this before. I have multiple examples up on my channel where they are literally hacking through the ground to walk past enemies in a way that regular players cannot do. And hey, if you are banning thousands of bots every single day, and literally every single one of them keeps reappearing, then well, congrats on your $1 million revenue every single day. Also, I wanted to show these pictures from Esquire on Twitter, which he shared about 2 weeks ago, where there's once again like 50 mages, or a cap of 50 mages, on his /who list as well. In multiple dungeons, there's lots of mages and rogues still botting. It is so incredibly easy to spot them, it really pisses me off. Now, as a final note before I end the video, in the background right now you can see me checking out multiple of the open world farming spots that I've seen before, where I basically covered lots of botting going on at these locations. They are known botting locations. I revisited them now, and while there are less bots at them, there's still 1 or 2 bots actively farming on each location on my server, and I'm willing to bet on, for example, Farmo or Gehennas, there's even more as well. So then, the botting location, the botting situation in TBC Classic, has it gotten any better? Hardly at all, man. It's still about the same. We have even more botting inside dungeons now, so that is even worse. But when it comes to open world farming, there's a little bit less of them, but most of them are now inside dungeons, where there's less possibilities of them being spotted and reported. So in my opinion, the botting situation is still very bad, and I wish Blizzard would do literally anything at all about it, but they're probably just gonna keep ignoring the problem, so yeah. Hopefully you enjoyed this video though. If you did, leave a like down below, leave a comment as well. This was my first unscripted video in a while, so hopefully that didn't really show that too well. Either way, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again very soon.